start is me correcting the camera, or the gloves, or the things. Perfect. No, that was the wrong one. A little bit early by 3 minutes, so we'll just get it loaded up. Still need to get a title going. So we'll just get this loaded up while we get to 11 o'clock. Get some more viewers on. Fingers crossed. Anyone's actually awake right now. Hi! Welcome to the channel. How are we doing today? Well, it'll be 11 o'clock by the time this loads up, freaking hell. Okie dokie, so what have I got to do? Choose what to do about Thoreau Strickland. Bring the medicine to Thoreau. Report Thoreau to Dr. Ackroyd. Well, Dr. Ackroyd seems to have a bit of a hatred towards me, so let's go find Dr. Thoreau Strickland. Wherever he is. Not you, not you, not you. Definitely not you. I've not introduced myself to him.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Oh, you
Can I
should
be
do.
of
It's a
any help?
really good game. I think it's quite cheap on PlayStation Store right now.
I have managed to improve the mixture by
I still need to
diluting
buy
it.
the download.
Have you ever heard of Sir
Or
Joseph
if it's just a
Francis
few extra
VIII?
things we put in the
Or the
game.
placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
There's no quest line where you return the key. Hi to everyone joining. The one person that just jumped off. So I will move on with the quest line. It's just I got given this.
It's locked. At least Strickland can't kill
I
anyone
just got
with
given
this
this
one.
quest line like right off the bat.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
It's so annoying. Letter to Dr. Swansea. I won't read these out, but if you do look at past videos, you can pause the videos and read them yourselves. Or Savage, you can buy the game and play it yourself. I think you should. You would enjoy it. Shows many signs of extreme fatigue. you're opening all of this stuff, you'll get hints and things like that. Nope, that's the banister, and that is the vampire center. Physically cannot press run here. Let's just go pick up this hint and then we'll go to the old morgue.
Will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me, problem? A year. You have the right to
Oh,
Good evening, Doctor. How's my son doing?
Goodbye,
Fine,
Mrs.
I don't
Goswick.
want to talk to you. Gamer logic.
Good evening,
How's my
Mr.
son?
Goswick.
Nah, I ain't talking
How
to
are
you.
you?
Bye. Personal questions.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Do you ever say anything else?
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Your mother is ashamed of you.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Kinky.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Your mother sounds like a pain. Anything else? No?
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Fine. Have you got any hints?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Well, you know,
Goodbye,
contagious
Mrs.
seem
Goswick.
to take precedence. Right, let's go to the old morgue. I'll still need to make medicines for everyone, but I've yet to get enough ingredients for that. That's right, there's a glitch on me. Can I go through here?
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay, fine. Is there any... Oh, you want to see from here? I've not been in a morgue in real life, but I imagine they're still as creepy as the films. Hello to those joining, feel free to say hi. Thanks for joining. Did I just say that? Hi! Right. Great. Hey, go to the old morgue. It's filled with creepy things. You'll be fine. Is there anything I can steal? Yeah. Robbery. Robbery. Just in there. Let's open this. Can I have this? Oh no. Oh, they didn't stay around long. Dawn, go up or down? Up first. I don't want to go. You didn't see me.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Why is there nothing else to steal in here? Can I go up here? We've got to deal with the, fuck! Die! What have you got on you? Watery rich blood sample. Can't go in those doors, and we're at the top. Okie dokie. Woo! You're really enjoying that
Similar to
sandwich.
the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Cigarette case. Money! Try to open that in a moment. See if I can. Bullet. Can I open this?
I cannot enter.
Can you not? Right, let's go to the creepy downstairs area then.
It's locked.
But you sent me here! Find a key for the morgue basement. Oh, back up. I just came from upstairs. 14. Good. Oh. Missed an entire room.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Well, if it has basement key written on it, I'm pretty sure you're right. Why are you taking out your thing? Fuck! Where'd you come from? Can I go in here then? If you...
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, alright. God damn it. And I still have to go... Gee, thanks. Exactly what I want to deal with. Great, it's been unlocked. Let's go to the creepy area of the frickin' building.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
How come you can never go through these doors? I'm hoping there's a vampire too. It is a really good game. Give me your wallet. Okay. Can I open you? Yeah. I don't really. Wait, can I? Oh, that's for across the way.
It's locked, all right.
Is it locked? blood absorber. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press triangle to directly absorb blood. I've never read the descriptions of these weapons before now. Offhand weapon. Blister knife. So I can absorb blood.
It's locked.
Cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation. Spanish influenza. Tippix and Brannigan.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips.
Not very pink.
Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion.
Can you see
Not
the
the
puncture?
cleanest
Yeah.
work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Ooh, Tippett, you're in trouble. Can I open this?
It's locked, all right.
Alright, let's go find what we were looking for. Is it sodium you're looking for? Where am I? Frick am I? Oh, okay. Oh, it's so dense. And then we go this way. Big room. Okay. What is that?
These scowls can be so
I assumed he was a
ferocious.
bat, like a
I'm not sure I
big
can
bad
defeat
guy.
them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Anyway, I assumed he would have been a lot stronger. See what's around this area before we leave. Because I don't need to build anything, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. I hate leaving and having to come back constantly. Crafting. You have enough components to craft medicine treatment for fatigue. Fatigue. This is so weird to say. Analyze. Can now make that. Don't have enough for anemia or sepsis. You'd think if someone's suffering from fatigue, you'd send them to bed. Not, hey, gonna give you drugs. Go night night now. Why is there still noises when... Have I missed some? I guess we're gonna run straight. Oh, so that door's open now. So I've been in there. nothing in there. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Okay, let's leave the creepy morgue I hope never to come back to. Still nothing in here. So I've searched all these rooms. And let's get rid of you. Where did you come from? Are you breaking down the back door? Yep, that's the door. You're breaking the back doors down too. Gimme. You weren't here before. I should know because I raided this room. Why is there so much noise? I don't want to be in here anymore. It shouldn't be this much noise after you cleared it. Loading, man, come on. Load. There we go, we're going. Oh, my third person left. Okay. So, oh, what's behind here? Ah, it's the thing. Okay. Public notice: prevent influenza. Spanish. Cover each cough with and sneeze with a handkerchief. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. To make a mask, take a piece of ordinary cheesecloth, 8 by 16 inches. Fold it to make it 8 by 8 inches. Next, fold this to make it 8 by 4 inches. The cords about 10 inches long at each corner. Apply over mouth and nose as shown in the picture, issued by the LLC Board of Health. Also, even games are telling you cover your nose as well as your mouth. They are connected. I feel like a lot of these propaganda photos could be used in today's current climate. Okay, to the hospital. Oh, to the bins! Greasy screws. I've not really looked in here. I picked up a box. Just the one box. Anything? No? Where am I? Alpha senses. Bring back the patient. Medicine. Where is she? Bring the medicine. Yeah, hit that. Dorothy!
I will not let you down, my boy.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swanson.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy and check his medical status.
To give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yo, gobshite. You're not... I don't want to talk to the mother.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Press R1.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may have, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Don't give medicine. Wahahaha.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Recovering. So if I was to kill him, it'd be 700 XP. But once he's fully recovered, I'm sure that bar will be at the top. I don't plan on killing them. Yeah.
I have to go now, sir.
Killing
But don't
residents
hesitate to
affects
contact
the
me if you need any help.
status of the area you're in.
Benefit of the
I
doubt.
think changes the ending slightly. Blood temptation. Remember, citizens' blood will provide you with a massive XP boost. Look for a citizen of your mesmerized level below and choose wisely. I've not introduced myself to this guy in the back, and let's go do that now.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
You're doing that now?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Wouldn't you still be a doctor?
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because
Yes, we
these
get
poor
up again.
fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Did you know there are massive warehouses specifically designed for keeping dead bodies who have died of like a pandemic?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yes, she's very relieved of her life.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
I don't know. Have you watched True
So
Crime?
you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidal.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
God, these people are a ray of
Goodbye,
sunshine
Mr.
around
Chidal.
here, aren't they? Your city needs you.
I cannot
They need
enter.
everybody. Let's go talk to Dr. Swansea. Carry on with the storyline. Don't even know what to title this episode. Let's go this way. Office is here.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
To be or not to be.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
Don't know what.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Or curse from hell. Your words bring.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills. Survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Anyone else would love to be a vampire during this period? should be up here now. Easy.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here. You'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a Vamyr. The lady who saved me that night. Before vanishing into thin air.
Catch yourself, sir.
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Swansea fancy vampires? I feel played. I'm glad to see you.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
No.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
It was.
You made me
a
blush.
mistake.
I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Only logical. Why doesn't he?
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Cool. Bye, bitch. That box looks like it should be open. You should be able to talk to this guy. Can I? No. Out of all the people I cannot talk to. Are you too close? Maybe just... Hey! Get up. See? There are moments when the colour changes. Talk to Harriet in the hospital. That would help. Can I go in?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna wrap your room for a minute before I talk to you. You seem irate. Is that all you have? God.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Intern, fuck you. Shut up.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed.
Oh my goodness.
I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
It used to be occurring. It's actually quite funny. How
You
often
seem to know
this
more
happens.
about the
Not
goings-on
blackmail,
here than
just
anyone else.
The
Beware, Miss
accusatory
Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
accusations.
That's
Go on,
it.
some
Blame the old and infirm.
bit outlandish.
I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined...
It's honest truth, Doctor.
else to do.
It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. Or see those scratching, slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff
Oh my
behaving in
God.
such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I
And look, there's the
swear
innocence
nurses
that
colluded
comes
with some
soon
man
after.
on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and
she likes
staff might
tearing
know
into
something.
people.
I'll start my investigation with them.
Pippa. Where's Pippa? Freaking hearing things out there. Where is she? Did I just miss a thing? Look at her. Let's see. I keep missing moments where you learn things about people from hiding and stuff. Stuff that sounds so in depth. Stuff. Oh, where have you two been? Oh no, yeah. Yes! There! Right, so I can. How do I do it? How do I do it? X! Watch! Let's get it on. Sorry.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
You just
How
told me
can
to
you
say it.
refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Well, pocket full of sunshine, this place is. Right, all those nurses go. Oh, Brannigan.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Hospital staff.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, Nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK medical register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Forward thinking.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
You did not have the right, you took a great risk. I
can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Alright, fucking hell. Have we got, yeah, okay.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
But not to hide a body, because, you know. Where have all the nurses gone? Yo, Harley! I've misplaced some of the nurses. There's one.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal questions? No.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
And spiteful lies. She could have said the truth.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell
I
soon
have
enough.
so many people I've cared for.
Who cares
like
if
that.
the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
He was Crane. Crane? Crane! Yeah, I've not spoke to you since I saved your life.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. A black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Aren't you an interesting character?
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the
What's
staff?
wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. It still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want?
Revenge for?
Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
You're a monster. Survival at all costs. You may be right.
Only the strongest survive, then. Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand.
Hi, welcome.
I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Justice will find you. We must all pay the price. Prepare to die soon.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
And yet you never leave the hospital.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Coulson.
Bye. Who the fuck are you? Yo. Sorry, I can't talk to you right now. Yeah.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
It's Charlie Chaplin.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
He says to the nurse.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just...
But thank you, I guess.
What does she have? A speedboat? Let's find out who this guy is before we, Oi! Come back here.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats.
Thank you, Harley.
Can't stand them since the war, sir.
Didn't know I could do that.
Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
We'll
What
talk
can you
to
tell
this
me about
guy,
this?
and then the
I'm
hour
Oswald's best
is
friend.
up.
We served in the same regiment, sir.
Carrying on with episode 4
Taking
tomorrow.
care of each other since we came back from the front.
So thank you,
What can you tell
everybody,
me about
for
your
jumping
friend?
on,
His name is
watching,
Oswald Thatcher.
jumping on at the last
We
10
survived
minutes.
the war
Harley.
together. Oswald is
Yeah, 11 AM
nervous and quite
tomorrow.
fragile.
I'll be back on with episode 4.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean.
Yes.
Get some sleep.
You're pretty casual about your
Just
friend
need to feel better, sir.
going missing.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal.
Yeah, I'll
He didn't
roll
want to
his
go to the
Russians.
hospital.
I won't rush. Could be dead.
I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
And guess what? I'm gonna go to bed, so I'm not looking for your friends at this moment in time. Oh, I've got that one have a hell of an XP boost. Come on then. I think I just missed a eye thing with him. So we'll go back to bed, spend the XP points, and I will be back on tomorrow. Hopefully. Oh, go. Alright, let's boost. Can't boost you. Cool. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I'll be on tomorrow. Bye.